Hello there, folks. Welcome to part 7 of The Legend of Zelda. So, in the previous part, we beat Labyrinth 5, so right off, I want to show something really quick. Yeah, when you move that statue and go down the stairs, it takes you to Labyrinth number 5. Yeah, there's another way in right next to the entrance. I don't know what possible purpose this could have, but yeah. That's a little thing that I wanted to show off, because I have no idea what the heck it's for. So, next, before we move on, I want to show off the recorder. So, I come over here. No real reason. And I play the recorder. Okay, gotta run. Yeah, I decide, okay, I'm going back over here to play it. Whoosh. Labyrinth number 4. As you can see, what the recorder does is when you play it on the world map, a little tornado thing comes and blows you to a previously visited labyrinth. We're back at number 5. Let's try it again. Whoosh. Labyrinth number 1. So yeah, it lets you warp to a previously visited labyrinth. This might be useful to some people, but in my mind it really isn't. I know, that's odd. I don't like using the power wrist either, which is essentially another shortcut and all that. I'd rather just walk along the world map, but... Spiders! But yeah, I don't find it all that useful, because once you've finished a labyrinth, unless you're exploring, you don't really need to go back to it. Yeah. As always, like I don't do here, watch out for the boulders, because they do damage when they hit you. It's not like they're just there for effect. And, well, they don't hit so bad now. They do take off half a heart if you don't have the blue ring. So, I'd watch out, and I'd be careful. I get a little confused and think this is the potion shop. Buy something, will ya? I decided not to. So anyway, we continue on, trying to find the potion shop, because I'm gonna need another potion. Those 4 rocks over there... Well, actually, I'll go into that in a second. Here's the potion shop. Buy medicine before you go. Okay. So, I have a blue potion because I used one in Labyrinth number 5. So, I buy another blue potion, and it turns into a red one. Yeah, or soda. It turns into a red soda. So, I can use it twice now instead of just once. So that's a little trick in case you have a blue potion, you want to get a red one, but you don't want to spend that much money. You buy another blue one, because blue plus blue equals red. Yeah, who doesn't know that? Blue plus blue equals red. So up here is Labyrinth number 6, and those 4 rocks, like I started to say a little bit ago, if you move the one on the left after you get the power wrist, it serves as, that's when the little stairs going down into the tunnel opens up. Anywho, this is Labyrinth number 6. While it does have my favorite color for the labyrinths, this is hands down my least favorite labyrinth in the game. I absolutely detest this one. It is horrible. And these little guys right here that you just saw, they're the reason why. Yes, the mages. The orange mages, there are orange mages and blue mages, like every other enemy, but unlike previous enemies, the orange ones aren't necessarily weaker than the blue ones. They do die in less hits, and they are easier to hit and dodge. However, though, their magic wave, if you don't have the blue ring, it takes off 4 hearts. Yeah, 4 hearts of damage. That is just ridiculous. I only have, what, 13 right now. I only have 13 hearts. I'd die in 4 hits. Yeah, from them if I didn't have this ring. So, that's why I say the ring makes the game fair, because this is just absolutely unfair. Now, if it was just the orange mages, then that'd be something else, because as you can see, that they take a little bit to shoot after they teleport, so they're fairly easy to dodge when it's just them. And they do die in 1 hit from our magic sword, 2 hits if you're using the regular sword. So, they're not as bad when they're by themselves. However, though, they don't just start you off with the orange mages, as you'll see in a bit. Jellies! Like I said, there are jellies in every labyrinth. Yep, they're everywhere. What can I say? Hyruleans love their sandwiches. This room, I always have trouble dodging all the bats and fireballs. I don't know why. I always have trouble dodging all of them. It gets a little chaotic, and I have trouble. What can I say? Not this upcoming room, but the room after it is probably the hardest room in the labyrinth. This is nothing right here. Just not even sure why it's there. There's nothing here. This room is absolute bullshit. The blue mages. The blue mages take 3 hits from our magical sword to kill. They don't do as much damage with their magic wave. They only take off 2 hearts without the blue ring. But they take 3 hits to kill, and they're always moving around. So the orange and the blue ones, one's not necessarily tougher than the other. They're just different. Now, they also mix in like-likes, which, if you remember right, I mentioned before that like-likes eat your magical shield. This is a very mean thing for the game to do, because the magical shield is the only thing that blocks those magic waves. Yeah, if you don't have the blue ring and you're trying to do this, you have to have the magic shield. I'm sure there are people who can, but any average person probably can't do this without at least the magic shield. I know I can't do it without the magic shield and the blue ring. As you can see, I only have 3 hearts left. Yeah, I used both my potions in this labyrinth, just a little heads up. And it's tough. It's tough, the dragon. And he has 3 heads this time instead of 2. I really wish they could have sped this up. As you can see, it takes forever to restore your hearts when you use a potion after you get a lot of life. So, since he has 3 hits, he essentially takes a little more to kill, and he hits you a little more. It's not that bad, though. Yeah, he's actually not that bad. But that's only the mini-boss. Yeah, there's still more. I already got the compass, which serves no... Again, it serves no real purpose. Jellies and like-likes! Yeah, so this labyrinth is just evil because of the like-likes and the mages and the curse enemies. The jellies are just there for no real reason. I'm assuming to give you items, which I guess they thought would make it fair, but it doesn't. This room's not as bad because there's no curse thing and there's no like-like. No like-likes. But it's still these enemies. These are the worst enemies in the game. Luckily, there is no labyrinth that has the knights that we saw in Labyrinth number 5 and these guys. That would be the worst labyrinth in the game. Especially if they threw in like-likes and bubbles, too. Anywho, though, this is the dungeon, Yeah, this is the dungeon of Labyrinth number 6. No, this is the treasure of Labyrinth number 6. The magical wand. And, this is a completely skippable treasure. You don't have to get this, and I wouldn't blame you. I don't like this. I don't like this item very much. As you can see, it lets you shoot a magical wave, just like the mages that we've been fighting in this labyrinth. But the magic wave you kick out isn't nearly as devastating as theirs. It hits as hard as the bow and arrow, and it shoots slower than the bow and arrow. So I like the bow and arrow better. I just got the dungeon map, and I don't know if you noticed, but the way the blue rooms are laid out on the top left, it looks like the outline of an elephant. At least to me it does. I haven't mentioned that yet, but yeah, every labyrinth is essentially in the outline or the shape of something. Yeah, and I really like that. I think that's a pretty cool feature. These bat demon gargoyle things, as you can see, they now die in 1 hit from our magical sword, and because they die in 1 hit, they're now dropping items. So the thing that made them annoying in Labyrinth number 4 no longer applies. This is probably the second worst room in the labyrinth because mages and like-likes. Yeah. Like I said, it is absolutely brutal, and I can't do this labyrinth without the blue ring. As you can see, I'm almost dead again, and I have to use the last of my soda. Yeah. I used the last of my soda, and luckily we're right near the end of the labyrinth, because, this is brutal. If I had to go on much further, then I probably wouldn't have made it. The ring makes the game fair. Like I said, about halfway through, this game just becomes incredibly unfair, and I think this labyrinth is probably the least fair out of all of them. Yeah. Even the final labyrinth, I don't think it's as mean and unfair as this one. So, I switch over to the bow and arrow because I'm cursed, but then I figure, oh, I may as well show off the magic wand for the last shot. So you want to push the block, like you may have already guessed. All these rooms with the blocks, they're generally the same deal. If there's one block, you push it. If there's two, it's always the one on the left. If there's four, I believe it's always the one on the top left. Yeah, it's never the right. Anyway, you want to take the ladder up, and I recommend skipping this. I don't know why I'm screwing around here. That's just more hits I take. If I get hit, which I don't believe I do, excluding the curse things, which I don't think they do any damage. I used to think they did like 1/4 of a heart, but I don't think they do any damage. I think they just curse you. Which isn't that bad, but, you know, curse is still frustrating. Yeah. So, avoid them, of course. Oh, I love the fire. We get a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. We get an even better version of the candle, and I absolutely love it. And I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I have no idea why I brought out the bombs. I guess I thought it was to keep myself alive, but really, I got hit just as much as if I were to use something else. So, I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, we're moving on. So we head over here. And don't go in the room to the bottom like I do. I really screw up. There is absolutely no reason to go in here. It's another one of those worthless rooms. One of those ones that serves absolutely no purpose. And we can't get back out without killing the mages. So yeah, don't come down here. You don't get anything worthwhile for it. Luckily, I found that fairy because, the boss of this labyrinth is a joke, but still, it's so brutal getting to it that I'm glad I found that fairy, because I screwed up and came in here when I shouldn't have. Like I said, I do the labyrinth. For this playthrough, I did the labyrinths all by memory. So yeah. Ah, giant spider! Say hello to Goma. Goma dies in one shot. Yeah, the bosses of this game, I know it's a little late to be saying this, but the bosses of this game are a flippin' joke. They all, except for the multi-headed dragon, die so quickly. Or there's a way to kill them all so quickly. They're all a joke, and yeah, Goma, this one dies in one shot from the bow and arrow. I don't know if you can damage it with the sword. I'm assuming you can, but I could be wrong. Anywho, this is part number 7. I've been doing that a lot recently. This is part number 7. That was Labyrinth 6. Stay tuned for part 8, where we move on to Labyrinth number 7, which I did after re-record, like I thought I did, like I thought I was going to. So things are going to be a little desynced between video 7 and video 8, but still, I show off everything, so yeah, I re-recorded video 7, and that's going to be coming next, so stay tuned. I'm Gene the Pink Panther, and I'll see you later.